Oh, hi! Warning, please, do attempt all the stunts and activities in this show, as they're definitely not dangerous and won't lead to serious injury. Video submissions are totally accepted by One Side of the Coin and Hunter Tales Gaming.
We will open and view them, aren't you supposed to say
Oh,
that?
yeah, we will open and view them.
Anyway, welcome to One Side of the Coin. I'm your host, Steveo the Gamer, with me as always.
Mack-Attack.
And, yeah, hopefully this isn't your first in-session class for MHA. We're going to be talking about some MHA today. My Hero Academia. We have the new structure decks finally showed up here at Heads or Tails Gaming for Overhaul and... Mirio. Togata. Is it Togata?
Togata.
There's no D in it.
Togata. It's like Toronto. There's a T in it. We don't say it.
Yeah, we just say
Toronto.
Toronto.
No, it's Toronto.
Yeah, but
anyway.
we don't say the other T. You just say Toronto.
I always say it. Toronto.
No, you don't. You just said it without the T. Shut up. Oh, yeah, like Sue.
Oh.
Say,
no, it's to Sue.
No, say Sue's name.
Oh yeah, Suyu Asui. Suyu Asui. It's Suyu Asui.
Asui.
Suyu Asui. 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 That's what I said.
Suyu Asui.
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 What?
Asui.
Suyu Asui.
No,
anyway,
Suyu Asui.
So we're sitting here debating about how to pronounce MHA character names.
We should do a whole stream about that.
Right? It's crazy. But anyway, sorry we missed you the past couple of Thursdays because the previous week before we were in New York.
That was
we went
fun.
to visit New York. We got to see some really amazing stuff while we were there.
Spent way too much at the stash.
Yeah, we went to the Jane Silent Bob's Secret Stash. We had a really great time. Thank you to Mike Zabsik for allowing us to actually be temporary employees there.
Oh my god, yeah, that
was
was so
really,
fun.
really awesome. So we got to go behind the counter, get some photos with them and whatnot, and venture around the stash. And then we went over to the Quick Stop.
Oh my god.
They gave us directions, which I have in the back of the store somewhere.
And we did not follow.
We didn't follow. We ended up getting lost.
Mom got lost.
Yeah, Mom got lost. My wife got lost getting us there. And then we went over to the Smog Castle Cinemas, where Kevin Smith now resides, right above the cinema. However, he wasn't there, so we didn't get a chance to chat with him. But we got to see the actual theater, which was super, super cool. And thank God I'm going to be going back in August. I know you're
Without
upset
me.
She won't be coming with me.
I really want to go.
I definitely have plans to return, so I'm really, really looking forward to that. So that's the main reason why we weren't on stream 2 Thursdays ago. This past Thursday was because of our great, amazing guy behind the camera. Kenny was on vacation, so he went out. How was the cottage?
It was really good.
You had a good time?
It only rained 4 of the days up there.
4 out of 5 days.
4 or 5.
Rain. It was really wet and rainy here in Ontario this past week, which was crazy. But yeah, Kenny had an awesome time on vacation as well, so that's why we postponed, and we're streaming today instead. So
I think it only rained once while we were in New York, right?
The one day it rained.
Yeah, the Wednesday.
We had like real thunderstorms. Like they were shaking the whole cottage. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
we heard, because we were still touching base with home here, and we heard that there was a massive storm, lots of thunder, lightning, and all that stuff back home, but we didn't see any of that, which was okay. But
we got
anyway.
like a downpour, but I mean... Oh no, coming back as well.
Coming back, yeah, you could barely see the road.
You couldn't even see the car in front of you.
Wow.
It was so bad. You saw like little lights on the car, and that was it.
Yeah.
People were turning their 4-ways on.
But while we were gone, I guess some stuff had happened with Jasco. So Jasco is the owners of the My Hero collectible card game, and they made an announcement that they are rebranding. So they're going to be called UVS Gaming, and we're going to be getting a whole new look of the card, both the back and the front, which is really, really cool. Yeah, so it's going to be UVS. Max pulling it up here. They're bringing in new IPs as well to to the Universus system, we're going to be getting...
Trigun Stampede.
Yep, and
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop is coming back. So some of you who are fans of the game and know, so first off, this is the 4th longest lasting out of all the TCGs from the originals. So between Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Next in line is Universus. It's been around for the longest. It's the 4th longest running TCG, and it has been revamped, especially with My Hero. So they're going to start resurfacing, and we're going to be seeing some of these older IPs coming back in there. Kenny's brought it up. Thank you.
Oh, I got the email.
And so here's what it looks like. So you can visit this website, and you can be able to get all the information on what Jasco is doing. They're rebranding it. Etc. There's some nice videos about it, and what the actual new cards are going to look like. So, yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Yeah, so look, it's going to be looking like it's going to say UFS on the back there. Looking super
the
cool.
Old one, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of stipulation or opinions from people as far as how that card is going to look, right? Whether, you're enjoying the new look of it, or you're not really liking it. So when I first seen it, I think it's like, well, most players, what do anyways when they're building decks? They sleeve your cards, right? So you're not going to see the back for the most part anyway, right? So what the back of the card looks like. I actually like it. I think it looks pretty sharp and eye-catching in that, as opposed to the older one like this, right? So don't want to get too shiny, but I mean, I like them both personally. However, they did state that the front of the card is going to be changing a little bit, so that'll take some time to get used to as you're playing. And if you're just getting into the game, it may not be as dramatic for you or harsh on you, kind of thing. But for those who have already been playing it and been playing it for a while, it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to it, seeing where the symbols are, all the keywords, etc., card name and stuff like that. They're kind of switching that around a little bit. However, they did state all older cards are still going to be able to be used in the game for your battling needs, right, kind of thing. Which is super cool, right? So it's not like you have to reinvest on everything. You're going to be able to use all the stuff that you've accumulated from up to this point going into the future, right? So, which is really, really super awesome that they do that, because, I mean, we've invested, and I'm sure a lot of other people have invested in the game already, which is going to be super, super awesome.
Well, if they said that older cards weren't allowed, they'd have to come out with, 5 sets at least in order for...
Something, brand new,
yeah.
Right? So... it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with the new expansions, right? Like, I don't know if there was anything mentioned. I thought they had said something about, what is it? What the hell is he called? Little blue guy that shoots things. Mega Man. I thought I heard something that Mega Man was going to be coming back as well. But, yeah, pew pew. It does a little pew pew with his hand there. Well, he's a video game, right? I'm not.
No, you're not a video gamer.
Not a video gamer. But anyway, so I'm super excited to see how these new sets are going to be working with MHA in the near future. So super exciting news from Jasco, now known as the VHS Games, right? So, which is really, really cool. On top of that, above and beyond the structures, so my distribution up here in Canada has finally received I got the notification just on Friday that they finally received all the booster boxes, pre-release kits, and all that kind of thing. And I know it's way after the fact that this has been released already. It's all over the place, more or less, especially in the U.S. We're just getting it up here, so I will be picking that product up this week. And we're going to probably be running in the store another Learn How to Play, come on out, for the pre-release of the set. And then we're also going to be doing box openings, obviously, for the main set of Undaunted Raid coming up this upcoming Thursday, right? So we're looking forward to that. But for now, we're going to take a look at these. Which one did you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. Which one do you want to do? Here, you take this one, I take this one.
Okay, sure.
But wait, hang on. Maybe you take this one.
Are you sure you want that one?
Yeah, this guy looks more like my guy. Kind of looks like All
He
Might.
just kind of look like All Might.
But I like the darker color, so...
Yeah, but he does look like All Might.
Okay, well then I'll
Okay,
take
well,
it.
yeah, okay.
Alright, we're good.
Alright,
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Perfect.
Yep.
Pretty nice. Ugh! Crack in the box. Boom! Boom! So inside the box, as always, we'll get camera switch. Oh, he's not doing the camera switch.
I refuse.
Box. Yeah, okay. As always, normally you get one. Oh, whoa. A paper playmat for those who don't have playmats yet.
I'm trying. It's not working.
Holds it out. What I really like about their paper playmats, they give you the life counters at the top. It shows you your basic layout. So your card pool, where your character goes, momentum, discard, and deck, and your stage area right down here. So, which is really cool for a starter product. Which is super awesome.
Purple.
And then yours is purple. Mine's like green. Oh, it matches the color of the characters. Right?
Yeah.
So, those are super cool. Or you can, if you prefer, you can get like a mat like this, which is really cool. Has characters from the anime, or like the Pussycat Dolls ones that I have that actually has this layout on top of it as well.
Yeah.
So depending on player's preference, but if you're just starting out, these are really cool and definitely awesome for learning how to play. So we got a card that says new to universe to start here with a little QR code. Some little.
Oh, it's for the game network.
Info
The front,
game
I
network.
think, is like learn how to plays and stuff.
Yeah.
If like you're really new to the game. Oh.
Which one we doing first?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that one first.
So we're gonna do this guy first. Oh, it has the actual lift
Yeah.
tabs. I like that better than the little. You have to find that little tab thing that you want to
Yeah.
peel, and then it's like
Though they're
The
fun,
scissor-
they're annoying.
they're very annoying. They're
Yeah.
fun.
Sometimes.
I don't think they're fun.
Wee.
Okay, so we are looking at Okay, you go for it. Muriel. What's his
They're
name,
like
Kenny?
working. Mirio
Toby.
Mack-Attack.
What? Million?
Lemillion.
What's
It's
his
one-
quirk?
1 million
What's his
people.
quirk?
Oh,
Do we know his quirk?
frick, I forget what it's called, but it's the one where he can pass through objects. Permeation.
Permeation. Okay, so what's he do? First
Yeah.
off, six
Okay,
hand
yeah,
size, nice.
6 hand size, 28 health.
28 health.
That's
That's
pretty good. Pretty
Decent, yep.
good. The enhance, first enhance. Your punch or slam attack gets +2 damage. You may change its zone.
Nice.
And then the second enhance, you gotta commit it. Discard 1 momentum. Reduce this attack's damage to 0.
Nice.
That's horrible.
That's pretty good though, right?
It is good, but
Especially if
ew.
they're coming at you with like a massive amount of damage and you don't have anything to block with, right?
Yeah.
So basically, you just reduce the damage to 0, and you're not taking anything. So yeah, let's see what we're getting in the thing.
So the first card right on top, you get 2 of them. It's a Schoolyard Smackdown.
Has a powerful 2 punch and a slam attack. Response after the zone of this attack is changed, it gets +1 speed and +1 damage, which goes along perfectly with his first enhance, right? So definitely you see the synergy with it. And then enhance, discard 1 attack from your card pool, change the attack zone to the discarded attack's printed zone. So that's, again, changing the zone to get that benefit, right? So that's pretty cool. Just tells you what powerful is. So powerful at 2. So discard 1 or more momentum. This attack gets +2 damage for each momentum used to pay the cost of the ability.
What are you paying a momentum for, though?
For the powerful 2. So powerful 2, he's going to gain +2 damage for each momentum that you pay for the cost. So you have to discard a momentum, right? From your character. He has momentum on him.
Yeah.
You discard a momentum. For each momentum you take off, the attack gets +2. So it
Oh,
goes,
so you
it'll go
choose
to
how
4.
many comes off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You just do that like whenever, or like?
It's an enhance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's winking at us.
That one. The million of the big 3.
The million of the big 3. Whoa. Okay, so it's all based on, all 3 enhances are based off of zones. So it depends on what zone your speed's in. It's going to get bonuses, whether it's +1 damage, +1 speed.
Hence the change of the zone so much.
Yeah. Or +1 damage, yeah, for sure. And it's unique. So, unique, for those of you who don't know, unique, while this card is in your stage, if there are 2 or more copies of it in your stage, destroy one of them. Yeah, so it's very unique. The deck's only running 2, so you can only have 1 in your staging area at any given time. So, which is cool. I should take a drink. Banish, Repel, Strike. So we're getting 2 of those.
It's got a really strong taste.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
So it has EX2 and it's a punch attack, enhance. If the zone of this attack is low, ready 1 foundation that has not been readied this combat phase. So it allows you to reuse some of your foundations. If the zone of the attack is mid, you get to commit one of your rival's foundations, right? So it's definitely a mess with your rival card in that sense on the second enhance, which is really cool.
It's got X2.
X2, yep. So X2, I'm glad they're putting these little references, notes at the bottom of the cards again too, so which is really cool. So X2 enhance, discard 1 or more momentum. This attack gets +2 speed for each momentum that you pay for, right? Just like the other one there. For those that don't know. Ooh, we got
There, we got
3 of them.
3 of these guys. Flying Scissor Kick. It's a kick and a slam. 3 low, hits for 5. It's pretty good. The response, destroy 1 foundation. After you block with this card, the blocked attack is considered completely blocked. If this, and then the second, or the enhance, if this attack is not completely blocked, unflip 1 foundation. Oh.
Right. Well, that's pretty good actually. So yeah, the on the attack. So if it's depending if it's a high, right, or a mid. Actually, if it's a high, you can't really use it, I don't think. So if it's mid, and it would be half damage. So as soon as you block with this card, boom, it's automatically considered blocked.
What do you mean?
On the response. So you destroy one of your foundations, and after you block with this card, the block attack is considered completely blocked instead of being a mid.
Oh, so even if it's half damage,
even if it's half damage,
totally
you're
blocked.
taking 0, right?
Yeah.
Which is good. And then if it is not completely blocked itself as the attack, you get to unflip a foundation as well, so which is really cool. So
Pretty
I'm
good
assuming
because a lot of foundations
can
need
get
that.
flipped, right?
Yeah.
So we're getting 3 Phantom Charge.
It's a charge slam.
Mm-hmm.
Mid 3 to attack. The enhance. If the zone of this attack matches the printed zone of another attack in your card pool, it gets +1 speed and +1 damage.
Nice. So you're gonna want to play multiples of these, or
Change
it
the
has to change the zones of your attacks as well. Yeah. So for sure.
He's obviously big on changing the zones.
Changing stuff. 2 Phantom Clothesline.
It's a furry.
It's a furry.
It's a furry and a slam.
A furry and a slam.
A high 4 and attack of 4. The first enhance is if the zone of this attack is mid, draw 1 card. The second enhance is if your rival has taken damage this turn, seal 1 rival foundation. So what does that mean?
So seal, what do you mean, the seal part?
Yeah.
I know, because you guys were asking that last time we were playing. So
yeah, I got
seal
so
is you prevent one of their foundations or enhances or whatever, or sorry, yeah, foundations from being used until the end of the turn. Right. So if they haven't used it yet, you can seal that foundation It doesn't commit it or flip it or anything of that nature. It's just they are not allowed to use any of the enhances on it until the end of the turn. Or the round, I should say. So, which is pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we're seeing the zone
Change.
changing.
Because if it's a mid, that's
Yeah.
a high. Yeah.
And then 2 Phantom Cross.
It's a breaker 1.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's a response. After you block with this card, your rival's next check to play a card gets -1.
Right.
A punch and a slam. It's a mid 5, attack of 3, enhance. Name an attack zone, high, mid, or low. This attack gets +2 damage for each other attack in your card pool with the chosen printed attack zone.
Nice.
So you've had to do like multiple attacks for that one.
Yeah, so if you're playing this further along in your card pool to try and do damage, and then you're just keeping track of what zones your attacks were being played in, and then when you choose, you make the choice of which one you want to pick, and then you get that bonus on top of it, which is pretty cool. So, 2 Phantom Punch.
No, 3 mid, 4 attack. It's a punch, a slam, and a stun 1.
Okay, timeout. Look at that art. So his hand, his fist is actually going straight. Let's see if that works. I'm gonna do a Phantom Punch. I just want to try
As
it.
long as it's my left hand, I need my right hand. I'm an artist for crying out loud.
So people like
Oh, well it worked then. Yeah, he's. Oh wait.
Phantom punching.
It's through my hand.
Try to get.
Oh,
Phantom Punch. Okay, go.
Stun 1, enhance. Your rival commits 1 foundation. The first enhance listed, if the zone of this attack has been changed, it gets +2 speed. And the deadlock enhance. This attack cannot be blocked by high blocks. So it's deadlock.
Deadlock. So deadlock is if your rival has 10 or more foundations
In their
staging area, and then you'll be able to use that deadlock enhance, which has a tendency to be a little bit more powerful than your usual enhancements, so which is really cool. Repel Strike. We're getting 2 of those. Wow, there's a good variety in this.
Hang on, that last one there. Cannot be blocked by high blocks, so like
Yes.
high block. So 5 mid, 5 attack. It's a punch and a slam. The response. After the zone of this attack is changed, your rival commits 1 foundation. Enhance, commit 1 foundation. Change the zone of this attack, it gets +1 speed and +1 damage. Deadlock enhance after this attack resolves, build it face down.
Build it face down. Yeah, so okay, yeah, so you would turn into a foundation that you can use as checks on the deadlock. After the zone of this attack is changed, your rival commits 1 foundation. Okay, again, the changing of the zones. And then commit 1 foundation, change the zone of the attack. Yeah, just so much changing of zones in this deck. So we're going into more foundations now. We got 3 combat decisions.
Enhance, flip. If your rival has played 3 or more foundation, flip. If your rival has played 3 or more attacks this turn, they commit 1 foundation. There we go. Deadlock enhance, flip. This attack gets +2 speed and +2 damage. It does not count towards progressive difficulty for the rest of this turn.
Sorry. Do not attempt to perform any of the stunts that are being performed, as they could lead to serious injury. Hey, we can see the cards on the screen a little bit better now. Perfect. Okay, so, I'm sorry. What was that again?
Yeah, so the first enhance, you flip it. If your rival has played 3 or more attacks this turn, they commit 1 foundation. The deadlock enhance, flip. This attack gets +2 speed and +2 damage. It does not count towards the progressive difficulty for the rest of this turn.
Nice.
So, how does that second one work?
Okay, so you have to have the deadlock for 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you flip it, your attack gets +2 speed and +2 damage. and it doesn't count towards progressive difficulty for the rest of the turn. So on your next attack.
On the next attack.
On your next attack, yes. Make sense?
Not really, no.
Okay. So this will already be in your staging area, right?
Yeah.
And then if you get deadlock, you flip this on your turn, right? So say you attack.
The attack
goes through or whatever you're on, and you use the deadlock, right? So your next attack is going to get +2 speed and +2.
No, this attack.
Oh, this attack gets +2 speed.
+2 damage. It does not count towards progressive difficulty for the rest of this turn. I don't understand the wording.
That's
on that
interesting, yeah. Of how it's worded. Flip this attack. I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's progressive difficulty for the rest. Count cards. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on that one. It's how the wording goes, kind of thing. Yeah, we'll set that one aside. Maybe somebody comes up, they'll be able to talk about that a little bit more. Was there something you needed, sir? Or?
I saw a couple of symbols on your website.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had more behind your desk.
We do have it.
Do you have like an open catalog here?
No, we do not. Yeah, we don't let customers go through the binders.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah.
But there's one Dark Magician card, like a gold all through.
Okay. Oh, give me a second. You want to keep going?
I can.
Yeah.
We've done these.
Yeah, I'll
ones.
just get you to write them down here.
Okay. Whoa. We got 4 of these ones. Oh, Kenny's coming over. All right,
I'm gonna
Kenny's.
pretend to be a host.
Kenny's filling in.
Hello,
So
I am Steveo.
4 humble heroes.
Okay.
The response. At the start of your combat phase, you have 0. Oh my god. If you have 0 momentum, add this card to your momentum.
These are words. I understand them.
You actually don't know how
I've never played the game.
Oh, okay. So, let's bring back.
Oh, we've got an instruction book. Perfect.
No,
Okay.
the whole freaking playmat, alright?
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're getting into this. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Here. We're teaching
All right.
Kenny on live.
We're learning.
Okay, not that you guys can see the whole board, but if this is in your stage, okay, this is your character.
Move this up.
All the way up. Like, okay, that's your stage, and then your character is in the corner behind my head.
Okay.
This at the like, if you want to use it, it's a response, so it's used usually first. At the start of your combat phase, you have 0 momentum, so you have no momentums. You add this card to your momentum, so you take it and you put it under your character.
Okay. So.
And you can use these later for stuff.
Okay, so that's like your cost.
Yeah, kind of.
Interesting. And you have 4 of them.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that is pretty cool.
Wow. We're learning.
They can actually become useful where the rest of them go. Right there. So yeah, they're pretty cool. It's good if you have something that comes up and it says that you need a momentum and you have none, and you happen to have one of them.
Boom,
you just
have one.
Yeah, you got one now.
Done.
And
Although
again,
it's
they
a
go.
foundation, so you have to have it in play to activate it, right?
Yes, like it has to be in your stage in order to use it.
Interesting.
It's usually how the game works.
News to me.
Keep going.
They're staring at me.
Keep going.
Why are
Okay.
you staring at us?
Okay, we're gonna keep going because Dad's still not done. We have a nice try.
Okay. Enhanced commit. This attack gets +2 speed.
No, it's minus.
-2 speed as a taunt. My bad.
Just reading off the screen. It's a taunt. Oh, the curl. The poor cards.
Oh no.
Response. After your rival's combat phase begins, ready this foundation playable while committed. So,
Okay, so when your opponent's turn starts, you go, boom, commit it.
No. So, when you play it, so the first enhance says commit, right? So you have to tap it in order to use that first one. The response is after your rival's combat phase begins, you ready this foundation. So it's a response, right? So if this is in play and it's committed after you use that, your opponent goes into a combat phase. This is a response, so it gets used first. It just happens, so it untaps. But it says playable while committed because it kind of has to be
Right.
used while it's
Okay, so
committed.
pretty much, if you think your opponent's going to do a massive attack on you, you go boom and get that ready to save yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I'm trying to think of a good scenario and how I can explain it. So it's like, your guy goes, no, your opponent goes, that's what I mean, your opponent goes, and then, this attack gets -2 speed, so usually you'd use that on your opponent, not you. You want your speeds to be higher. So then that gets tapped, and then it goes back to you. All your stuff untaps. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out how this works then. That's kind of confusing. The heck?
Maybe you'll have to try that in the game, and then bring back next week and explain
Yeah,
it.
I guess. Or maybe we'll just wait till Dad comes back. We'll set that one aside.
Oh, just like this one?
Yeah, because the wording on it's weird. Read the second one, see if you can understand. You haven't played,
Flip.
you're not gonna
This
understand
attack gets +2 speed and +2 damage. It does not count towards progressive difficulty for the rest of this turn. What is progressive difficulty?
I know, I told you to read it to see if you can understand it, and I realized afterwards, dude hasn't played a single
What
game.
is a deadlock?
Have you not been paying attention?
You should know what deadlock is by now.
I know what deadlock is, but I'm asking him if he's been paying attention. We explained what deadlock was, and he's still asking.
Okay.
It's when your
I'll go back to my computer.
It's when your rival has 10 or more foundations in their stage.
Oh, okay. So
Is when you're in
basically,
deadlock.
if you're about to get royally mucked up, that's when you can use that.
No.
No?
You can only use deadlock stuff when your opponent has...
Yeah, so when you're about to get royally mucked up.
I
'cause they've got a
guess,
bunch
yeah.
of stuff.
I guess.
Got it.
But I mean, based on the wording of that card, it's not helping anybody right now. Because nobody understands it.
This attack gets +2 speed and +2 damage, which is nice.
Well,
I
that's
guess.
understandable, but what about the progressive difficulty part?
Isn't that the thing where you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, I think that's the numbers, but it's like, what?
So I'm guessing what that means is like, so you know how as you get up, the costs get a bit higher for
Yeah.
each card, and you can only play at like this level.
Mm-hmm.
So you take an attack that you would be playing, and then you make that attack, and instead of moving up to the next level of difficulty, you stay at this level.
I don't think that's what it is.
I'm thinking, because it doesn't count. So the attack that it's modifying, it's enhancing, does not count towards progressive difficulty for the rest of the turn.
If anybody's watching or watches this, don't listen to us right now. We don't understand this card. We're just
Listen to me.
We're
I know
guessing.
everything about this game. Do you see this? This is the card you need to win.
We're
You
guessing.
play this, you win.
No.
Yes.
You play a lot more cards than you win.
No, that's it. That's the only card you need.
Okay, moving on, and we'll come back to the nice try. We have,
4.
how do you say that?
Oh, permeation.
Thank you. Permeation. I can't read very well.
I can't take cues. I thought you were trying to count them.
Yeah, you do have 4 of them. Permeations. Permeations. Whatever.
Permeation.
I'm a little tired today. It's Sunday. Response, you flip it. After the zone of your attack is changed, your rival commits 1 foundation. So that's pretty self-explanatory.
Oh wait, that's not on screen.
Yeah, commit. Yeah, again, the zone changing. He's obviously very big for that. Very known for that.
I definitely know what attack zones are and how useful that is. I can say though, it definitely seems like his character. Okay, that's a thing. That definitely seems in tune with his character. Have you seen him in the anime yet?
No, not yet. We're not there
No?
yet.
Oh my goodness.
We're working
Okay.
on it.
Can I tell you what his whole ability is, since you're kind of learning it here?
I guess.
His whole ability is he can make it so he can permeate objects. He can go through objects.
Oh,
He can
okay.
control if his body is physical or if it just goes through stuff.
That's kind of cool.
It really is, yeah. Hence why he's in the ground.
So the zone just basically determines what kind of block your opponent needs to use against you, right? So it has to be either matching or adjacent.
So basically, a middle zone is really easy to block.
Yeah. So for the zones, explaining this solely to Kenny, lows are adjacent to mids.
Mids
So-
are adjacent to low and high. High is adjacent to mid.
Yes. Mids are the easiest to block because you can use any, right? But if it doesn't match, it's half damage, rounded up,
And if it matches, it's full block.
full block.
Gotcha.
Unless said otherwise. Like this here, specifically, you destroy one it's a response, right? You destroy one foundation. After you block with this card, the blocked attack is considered completely blocked, so even if it's like half damage, this
It's
card
just
says, hell
gone.
no, it's fully blocked.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how...
But it can only block 2 damage? Is that what the 2
No.
is? Or is that the
So
difficulty?
when you go into combat, right, you have your attack. Oh my god, give me that back. Your attack, not that people can see this. Let's kind of clear the stage for a second. So you have your attack. Say we're blocking with this guy, your opponent's blocked. You add that number with this number, and then your difficulty up here. So if you're in the slot 1, you add 2, 3, and the 1.
6.
So you have to check for 6. So you go to your deck, and you flip a card, right? It goes into your discard, and you check it. Now, we would pass that if we happen to draw this card, but say we pulled that card, we wouldn't pass it.
So the damage wouldn't go through.
No, it still can. You can commit foundations to let it go through. So if you check for a 3, right, it doesn't go through. You can commit 3 foundations, or 2 foundations and your character if he's uncommitted, and the attack will go through. It's all
In
mine.
an awkward position.
Yeah, very awkward. You are.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm explaining the game to Kenny while we're trying to go through cards.
Nice.
We didn't understand this one, so we have to come back to it.
Another one
Or
we
that
can't
one.
understand?
Yeah,
So what's it say? Let's see.
whatever that says.
Oh, you can stay there, Kenny. Commit this attack, gets -2 speed. That's pretty straightforward. So you commit it, and the attack gets -2 speed. Response: after your rival's combat phase begins, ready this foundation. Playable while committed. Okay, so basically you're going to use the first enhance, right? So you're going to commit this, and you're going to give their attack -2 speed. And then after your rival's combat phase begins,
Yeah,
Then
but
you
the
can-
combat
you
phase would
can
start
use
when
the
they play
response
the
at that
attack.
point?
See what I mean?
Oh, wait, can people have multiple attack phases? Is that a...
no, because you ready everything during the beginning of your turn. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, see, it's weird.
Ready this
Again.
Yeah, ready this foundation, playable while committed.
So I think this would work if they're playing multiple attacks. Is that how it would have to work?
So it's just a guaranteed block or damage speed reduction on any of their attacks at that point.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have that because you can use. Well, yeah, because you have to commit it, and then you want to uncommit. So maybe each individual attack would be considered their combat phase.
I think we need to call Mr. JC.
Yeah, we're gonna have to reference that card too from GC as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we got a couple of confusing cards at the moment for us beginners.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It's weird.
Yeah.
On we go.
How much
Onward.
are the below cards? Right here?
Yeah, so you can actually commit your character, if need be, as
Okay.
well as foundations in your stage.
Does your character count as like extra, or is it just...
So you can use like your character's enhances, obviously. you can actually, I just recently discovered this, you can actually have characters in your deck. They don't...
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not. They're mostly used for blocks or high checks. So, Dad built Present Mike, and it has actually a lot of characters in it. I think a few. I think one was Ida, one was Todoroki. I forget the other characters, but I know at least those two were in it. But they're mainly used again for blocks or checks. You can actually. This will get really confusing as like someone who's never played. I think I'm jumping ahead, but while we're on the topic of it, you can actually take those characters if you draw them instead of like pulling it for check. You can play the character. I think you have to like put it up top and check it and that. Dad will know more about this. Oh, perfect. He's coming back.
Yes, I'm back.
Explain properly to Kenny how like the character stuff works to have a character in your deck. So if you draw it in your hand, do you have to check it up here before you can put it on your other character?
Yes, it still has to check.
Okay,
Yes,
so
it
yeah,
still has to be checked.
when you play it, you check it, but it doesn't go to your stage. It goes onto your character. So then you get both enhances.
Yes.
Off
You get the
of
benefits
both
of their
characters.
enhances as well, right? However, the main character that you started with is still your life and your hand size.
The only thing you get off of it is their
Yeah,
enhances.
their
So
enhances.
if you have someone who's got like a terrible health versus card ratio, you can steal their enhance and be like, yes, you're useful.
Yes.
But
So-
again, the health and the card size is still on the original character.
However,
so in
if you... Sorry.
So in the situation of Present Mike's your character, and if you put Ida on top of him, the only thing you get is Ida's enhances as well as Present
Yeah.
Mike's. So your hand size and health is still Present Mike's.
And the printed text box, if you have multiples of characters in your character pile, you can only use one of them. So meaning, like, if you have two, say we have two Mirios, right? And they both, you can only use one enhance. Yeah.
Bless you.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, but I mean, having multiples, because I do have a Present Mike deck that actually runs a bunch of different characters in it. It's the defense, right? So they're all 0 mids, right? Which is really, really good, because even if they're attacking with a higher or a lower, then you're still taking half damage, right? Rather than full damage if they're obviously a mid. But the 0 check to add to the progressive difficulty levels is really good, right? However, the check on it is really high to play it as becoming a character in your character pool, because it's a 6, right? So, and a lot of the checks are 6 and less. So if you're trying to obtain it in your card pool further down the road, you have to add the progressive difficulty to it,
Which can get expensive.
which could get expensive. Yeah.
So they're almost like attacks, you want to play them first.
Yeah. Or either that, use them as blockers in your hand, like you're holding on to characters in your hand, and you can actually use them to block your rival's attacks.
You just won't get like the plus because it's a 0.
It is a 0, yeah.
Right.
So it makes them really good blocker cards, but because all characters are +0 mid, right? So which is really sorry. Okay, where were we?
All right, next one. We have 4.
We went through all these, right?
Save a million.
This?
Yeah. Yes.
We went through those. And
Yeah.
this? Okay, perfect.
Why did you want to go back to them?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Save a million.
Yeah. The response, commit. After you block an attack, look at the top card of your deck. You may discard it.
Nice.
So you can put it back on top?
Yep. You can put it back on top. You don't have to reveal it. It just says you get to look at it. And you can either discard it or leave it there. So it's, I mean, helps you cycle through your deck a little bit better. Cycle cards are really good.
What season does he finally come in at? Hey, Kenny?
It would be like season 4, I think.
Oh, we're almost there.
Yeah,
We're almost there.
It's right after.
Yes, we finally made it to
it's
season 3.
Right after the villain camp arc.
Oh yeah, we just
Got through
we're
that.
borderline finished it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's pretty soon after that when they're getting into like placements.
They're living in the school now, is where we are.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah,
Spoilers.
you're like about to see them.
Yeah.
Like, Midoriya's on house arrest.
What?
Spoiler alert. He's running. It's okay. No, it's okay. It's
He's
okay.
out. He's out.
It's all good, buddy. It's all good.
Yeah, I asked because now we have 4 of the big 3.
The big 3.
You like her.
There's only 3 of them.
3 of the big 3.
Yeah. There's Mirio, Togata, Nedre, Hado, and...
Who's that guy?
Uh,
Danny can't remember.
It looks like the guy that can, from Class B.
No, his hero name is Sun Eater.
Sun Eater?
Sun Eater.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, and he has a placement with Batgum.
Oh, okay. Is Beckham already a hero?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's a
okay.
pro.
Oh, okay.
I forget his name.
That's okay. I thought Beckham was also a student. I've heard of him. I thought maybe
No,
he was also a
Batgum's
student.
he's a
Oh,
pro
okay.
hero. In one of the big cities right now.
We'll just kind of pause for a
All
minute
set?
and we'll talk so far of the show. Spoiler alerts with Kenny from what I've seen. So we just got past the campsite. They're living at the school. They've just started training again. Dad fell asleep, but we got to like camp. What?
Amajiki.
Is that his name?
Tamaka Amajiki.
Tamaga Amajiki. Alright.
I remember because Nedre has this line, and I talked to the voice actress, and she's like, it's my favorite line is when Nedre's like, come on, Amajiki, it's okay. Anyway, yeah, Amajiki. Sorry, I was...
No, that's okay. It's great that you remembered because I genuinely want to know that guy's name since he's coming up. So yeah, Dad fell asleep on the episode, but we got to the part where they're training and Orca came in.
Gang Orca, yeah.
Gang Orca just came in. It's so. Do you know, or do they say it at all, who the number 1 and 2 heroes are that either look or were supposed to be villains? Because they mention when Gang Orca comes in that he was number 3 for heroes that I think it was look like villains or were like supposed to be villains or something.
Well, heroes that I'm pretty sure it's look like villains or give villain vibes. I don't know if they ever actually say any of the others.
Oh.
You definitely see a few who you kind of think, oh yeah, they might be like a villain, but they never really touch on that again.
Oh, okay.
Even
Yeah.
when they redo the hero rankings later on, you still never hear about it.
Damn, yeah, because they mentioned that, and they said he was number 3, and so I actually started searching up. I'm like, who's 1 and 2, right? But I couldn't find.
I wouldn't be surprised if Endeavor's on there.
Well, and see, that's what I said to Cam, because Cam and I are watching the episode. I'm like, Endeavor's gotta be on there. No, like as much as heroes want to be number 1, they would not fight as hard as he would. Like, they're passionate about it, right? He's angry and mad at the fact that he's not number 1 or wasn't, right? So with the way he is, I would assume that he would be number 1 on that list.
No, because he doesn't really look like a villain until later on.
He definitely acts like one.
He acts like one, but he doesn't really look like one.
But I think that's what they're getting at, right? And again, he eventually looks like one, but I mean, definitely with the way he is, you'd think he'd be 1 or 2.
Yeah, I don't actually... Because they do, like, show the actual billboard chart in the manga, and in the anime, too. But they don't really ever touch again on the front of who looks like the villain the most part. Like, I would think, actually, Musha might be up there. He's the old samurai guy. I would think him and Edgeshot might be up there. Because they kind of have the villain vibes, like the edgy villain vibes, and like the old "why is gonna murder you" vibes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, we know that your favorite villain is Toga.
Oh yeah.
We've heard that quite a few times on stream. Who's your
Really?
favorite? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Who's your favorite
Hawks.
hero? That was fast. Hawks.
Hawks.
Alright. Why?
Hawks.
Got a full-on keychain.
Hawks.
That's awesome. Is that a Momo one too?
Yeah, actually, Sarah just got me this the other day.
Sweet. Look at
It's
that.
adorable.
That's
Anyways,
awesome.
Hawks, just because he's freaking cool, and the story for him is pretty cool too. You won't learn this until the Renegade Hero arc, but
When's that? Like,
that's like the most recent season.
oh, so
Well, actually,
6,
I guess
7?
you might learn some of it in season 5 during the first assault on the paranormal war. But anyways, basically, Hawks is super cool. He got brought in as a child, and everything is not as it seems as to him being a hero.
We're still on the big 3.
Yes.
We haven't moved on. I was waiting for you, so I
Oh,
started
you
talking
could
to
have You could have kept
No.
going with Kenny.
It's okay.
That's
We
fine.
started talking
It's gonna
about the
be- it's
show.
gonna take
I was
forever.
asking him his favorite hero because we know who his favorite villain is.
But Hawks is freaking cool. He's got like one of the coolest abilities, and he's just like he's cool. What about you? What's
Okay.
your favorite?
Todoroki, of course.
He's not a real hero yet.
Oh.
He's-
Oh,
he's
okay.
probationary
If we're
hero.
going like pro hero,
Yeah, pro hero.
definitely Midnight.
Midnight. Of course. Of
Mhm.
course. That
Mhm.
makes sense.
We all,
hero.
we all know me.
Yeah. Pro hero. Who's your favorite pro hero?
Who do you think?
Might.
I was
No,
gonna say.
you can't do. He's retired. Try again.
Ah,
He did retire, yeah.
he did.
I think he's gonna come back though.
I think he is too. I
Uh,
don't believe it.
Definitely not genius.
No, he's
But he gets pretty
know.
cool later on though. Actually, he gets like really cool later.
He did die.
I was gonna say I thought he died.
Yeah.
Dude, he dies in like season 3 because All for One comes
All
in.
for One blows a big giant hole in the
Kills him.
center.
Oh,
He turned him into a donut.
Yeah.
you're at like a really
All right,
weird
take care,
part
fellas.
because you haven't seen the like they've got like an episode where they have the news articles talking about the assault that happened there.
Yeah.
It's not really a spoiler because you'll learn it. He's just in hospital in really bad condition.
He's not dead.
Oh, spoiler.
He
It's
blew
not.
a
You
hole-
learn it in like next episode. It's in the it's in the news articles. It's
Ah,
not really.
maybe we
It's
missed
not
that
really
then.
focused on.
He blew a hole in his
Yeah,
chest.
it was like huge boom, like this big
Yeah,
giant hole.
and freaking All Might lost. All Might was missing all of this at one point, and he was still a pro
True.
hero.
Oh
like,
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
All
so
Might-
Genus will probably retire too then, eh?
Maybe.
You'd think.
Yeah.
Don't spoil anymore.
Anyway.
I won't. Yeah.
Okay,
Anyways,
Kurt.
he gets
Okay,
cool
yeah.
later.
Get out of here.
Hey, wait. Who's your favorite hero? We haven't
I
heard
don't
the
know. I'll
answer.
get back to you.
Oh.
I still say All Might.
Even though he's retired, he was still a pro
It's
hero.
a symbol
at
of
some point.
peace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
okay.
was still a pro hero at some point.
Unbelievable skill.
And we have 4 of
We
them.
get 4 of them. Enhance, destroy. So you destroy it. You build 1 slam attack that dealt damage this turn from your card pool face down. So you get to take those slam attacks that we were showing earlier right out of your card pool and throw it face down as a foundation, which is really, really cool. So giving you more foundations.
I had to burp and I went to go and like cover my mouth. I just knocked all the cards
is the
out
last
of my
one?
own hand. Yeah.
Last card of the deck. Here we go.
Unrivaled combat.
Combatant.
Well, at least Kenny read it. I would have struggled so bad. I almost read that as unrevived, so
Unrevived.
you did it better than me. Enhance, flip, change the zone of your punch or slam attack. It gets +1 speed.
Pretty simple, straightforward. Again, the zone changing, right? So, yeah. Overall, if you like messing around with zones and changing things during the gameplay a lot, this is definitely a deck for you. What are you doing?
I don't know.
So we got a couple of
Oh.
questionable cards that we're gonna have to look further into.
We will try to have answers for Thursday.
Yeah, back about them. So yeah, or if anybody knows in the chat, you can always reach out to us and let us know exactly
Please
how
do.
these are going to play out. It'll be interesting, but questionable. So we're moving on. Saying bye to Mirio Togata.
Bye,
Million.
What?
Lemillion.
Lemillion?
Lemillion.
Oh, he does have the million on his shirt.
Yeah.
He will save 1 million lives.
He's gonna save a
Is that his
million
goal?
lives.
That's his goal.
That's his goal. What happens when he hits a million though?
He just quits.
goes to he's a villain.
What's
Seriously?
he at? He becomes a villain.
He figures out that's enough.
And then he has to
money
kill
now.
a million.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
That
God.
balances things out.
Right?
Perfectly balanced.
The million that
Oh.
he saved, he has to go
Go
back
back
and
and
kill.
Find all of
That would
them.
be a crazy storyline. But anyway, so there's
That'd be one hell of a character. Jeez.
Mirio Togata or Togata or
Forgot
Torgata. What?
Togeda.
Togata. Okay, that's Kenny says it. Togata. From Undaunted Raid.
And next we
We are
have
taking a look at
Overhaul.
Overhaul.
That's a lot of reading.
It is. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah.
Okay,
You-
so
you
we
read it.
got first enhance. So it has to be the first enhance. Played once per turn. You can only do it once. Build one card from your hand face down. That's pretty decent. And he's got a response. Flip one foundation. After the block step of your attack, it gets +2 damage. If it deals damage, you gain 1 health. Okay. So you go into the blocking, and then it'll get +2 damage.
So after.
And if it deals damage, you gain 1 health. Okay, yeah, it's... I don't know, might have been reading it too fast. Anyway, enhance. Once per turn, again, you may play one face-down card from your stage face-up as your next card, ignoring progressive difficulty. If it is your rival's turn, discard 1 card. You may play one face-down card, so the card be face-down, up.
From your stage
Face up as your next card, ignoring progressive difficulty. Oh, so okay.
But if it's your rival's turn, you have to discard.
Okay, no. Look how he works. Okay, I got it. So you go off of that first enhance. You're building 1 card face down from your hand, right? So it could be, say, we're just going to pull this card. Your attack. You're holding this in your hand. You're going to build it face down, right? It has to be your first enhance. Okay. And then when you get to your second enhance, you may play this face up card as your next card, which would go into your card pool. So you can kind of surprise attack them, right? So you can play it as a foundation. And then if you have multiples of face down cards, you can look at them, see what they are. They stay face down. Your opponent doesn't know them, but then you can boom. Light up, and you ignore progressive difficulty on top of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I like it. 6 hand size, 27 health. So it's decent, average. I'm liking it. This was the top card. So first one we are looking at,
And we have 2 of them.
Hardened Claw Crusher.
It's got a stun 1, high 3, and a 6 damage.
6 damage. Yeah.
Enhance. Lose 2 health. Add 1 rival foundation to the top of their deck. Yes. Choose 1 non-unique foundation in their discard pile. Your rival builds the chosen foundation. Enhance.
Interesting.
Remove 1 foundation. Build the top card of your discard pile face down.
Remove 1 foundation, build the top card of your discard pile face down. Okay, so yeah, so if you already know what's sitting on the top of your discard pile, you can discard remove a foundation. So say it's one that's already face down that you know you're not going to use, or has been flipped from rivals' abilities. You can get rid of it, and you can build the 1 off of the top of your discard pile, which is pretty cool. They'll lose 2 health. With 27 health, losing health, it's not going to be much as long as you're not overly using it. Add 1 rival foundation to the top of their deck. Choose 1 non-unique foundation. The discard pile, your rival builds the chosen foundation. Okay, yeah, so you can switch out your opponent's foundation. So if one has been already discarded, that's not as powerful as one that's already in play. You're going to be able to switch those out and weaken your rival in that sense. So pretty good.
Monstrous ferocity.
Oh my god, look at this. It's got a beak.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was just a mask.
It's a beak.
It's like his actual face.
Is it his face?
That's
Well, in the actual card, it looks like
yeah,
it's his,
but there it looks like
its actual
his
face.
face. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Overhaul Breaker 1. Unique. So we're gonna have to look up what Overhaul is. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh,
do you remember?
The Breaker 1 is the thing, but if it has a name in front of it, you have to be using.
Oh yes,
character,
that's right.
remember?
You're right.
Yeah.
I actually taught you that.
Yeah.
Good thing you remembered. Anyway,
Yeah.
Overhaul. Yeah.
So if
break-
anything has a name in front of it, so there's
front of the
one that
keyword,
had
yeah.
like Toga blank or Overhaul like Breaker in this sense, you have to be using that character in order to use that. And Breaker's a keyword. I forget what it does, but it's okay.
I think that's the speed. I won.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
Response. Oh, it's also unique.
It is unique.
Response. After you play this card from anywhere other than your hand, draw one card. When this card leaves your card pool, remove it.
Right.
Hang on. After you play this card from anywhere other than your hand, draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work?
What do you mean?
Oh, do you have to build it from your discard?
No, after you play this card from anywhere other than your hand. Yeah, so it would be like, so this sense, you build it face down.
Yeah, okay.
Right? And then now you're playing it from your card pool. Right? Boom, you're playing it from your card pool, then you get to draw a
okay.
card. Right.
Draw a card. When this card leaves your card pool, remove it.
Right. So you wouldn't be able to regain it as a foundation because as soon as it leaves the card pool, it has to get removed. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So enhance.
How would you get to be a foundation, like in your stage?
Face down.
That's the only way, and then you
Yeah.
have to flip it?
Flip it, play it. It's a draw card, more or less. Unless you're gonna. Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, but yeah, like, see, how would you do that? Because you face it down, you have to check it, but, like, when it leaves the card pool, you remove it. So how would you keep it there?
This
'Cause
card
you
leaves
can't play it
card
from your
pool,
hand.
remove it.
Enhance, commit. You may
Yeah,
try to
right,
block
I'm trying
this
to-
attack with the card from your stage. Oh, you may try to block this attack with this card from your stage.
So there's got to be a way to have it in your stage.
Yeah, somehow. There's got to be another card that, like,
When
later
this
on that
card
would
leaves
explain
your
it.
card pool, remove it. Yeah, that's okay. There's definitely another interesting card I'm going to have to do some more research on. A little bit confusing on the mechanics on that one. Alright, what else we got?
We have 2 Monster Dash.
Monster Dash.
To attack.
The Monster Dash. It's the graveyard smash. It's the Monster Dash. Come on with the fly. Anyway, charge.
Furry.
Fury. Okay, 4 damage. 4 mid-4 speed. If this attack was played from anywhere other than your hand, it gets +3 damage. There we go. We're playing
Yeah,
a lot of
see?
stuff from outside of our hand. If this attack deals damage, you may build it face down during the end phase. Okay, so it would become a foundation. I'm trying to. It synergizes.
Yeah, I'm looking at
it
it.
synergizes with them in that sense.
But you can't use the first enhance because it's got to come from somewhere other than your hand, and that's build one card from your hand face down.
Face down, right?
You may play 1 face down card from your stage face up as your next card, ignoring progressive difficulty. So that'd be the only way to really play.
Yeah, is using
So-
the second enhance on him to so you build it face down, and then boom, and then it's being played from outside of your hand, and it's getting the +3 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this attack deals damage, you may build it face down during the end phase, and then it just comes back to your staging area.
Yeah.
And then
But-
you rinse, clean, repeat kind of
Yeah,
thing.
but there's got to be another card in here that works with him because you can't do that because once he leaves the card pool,
You remove
he
it.
removes it.
Yeah.
But there's got to be a
Something.
way to
Okay,
make
let's
him.
keep going. We'll
yeah,
see.
Yeah, we'll see. Do we finish him?
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Again,
Yeah.
it's you're playing outside of your hand mostly on this deck.
Monstrous Fusion.
2 monstrous fusions.
To slam, mid 5, 6 damage. Enhance. If this attack was played from anywhere other than your hand, it gains powerful 5. Powerful 5 enhance. Discard 1 or more momentums. This attack gets +5 damage for each momentum used to pay the cost of this ability.
Yeah,
Ew.
that's one hell of an attack.
Yeah.
With monstrous 5, so I mean, you're pumping that 6 damage up to right off the bat 5 on 1 momentum, 10 on 2 momentum. It's that can be very, very dangerous.
The second enhance, remove the top 3 cards from your discard pile. This attack gets +3 speed,
Right.
which makes it even harder to block. That's really gross.
Wow.
I don't
Remove
like
the
that
top
one.
3 cards from your discard pile. This attack is +3 speed. So you're pumping it already up to an 8 mid on that enhance.
Yeah.
That is brutal.
Monsters
Brutal.
Fusion for sure. Now, it is a really high.
It is a high check.
Check.
6.
Yeah.
Most attacks you're looking at 4 or 5 on the average, right? So 6 is kind of pushing it a little bit further. You're probably going to be wanting to play this as your first one, right?
And
So-
have a lot of foundation.
But then again, you can ignore that progressive difficulty
with some stuff, yeah.
because of his ability, right? So
Mhm.
if you're able to, again, get it down, face down in your stage area, and then use his other ability to get it into your card pool because it's not coming from your hand anymore, which will trigger its own ability to give it the powerful 5, which then, as long as you have momentum, remove the momentum, boost up that damage. Right?
Mhm.
That's,
Yeah.
definitely a really dangerous card.
This deck, already, as much as it's like, you know, an easy take out of the box play deck, I would not recommend this for beginners.
Well, it even states on the box. So one thing I had noticed when I was taking a look at the boxes, it says right on here, Clash decks, which is what these are the fastest and easiest way to get your hands on a competitive deck.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Right?
yeah, you did point that
So
out.
I would say these are probably more recommended for an experienced player, right, rather than as a beginner. Right? So,
yeah, and that's what I was just saying, right? I
most-
don't think a beginner would be able to, like...
get the mechanics like
Yeah.
that right off the bat.
Yeah,
kind of
you'd
thing.
have to really, like,
kind
study
of
the deck and the game.
yeah, know how the game and the mechanics work.
We have 3 Overhaul, Assault, Punch,
It is a 4 damage, 3 high.
a Punch, a Stun 1, and a Deadlock Stun 2.
Wow, that's got a lot.
If you have gained health this turn, this card gets -1 difficulty and -1 to its block modifier. It's a block modifier. Oh, that.
Yeah.
Okay. Response. After this card is played from anywhere other than your hand, draw a freaking
Draw one
card.
card.
Deadlock Stun 2 in hand. Your rival commits 2 foundations, only playable if your rival has more than 10 foundations in their stage.
Yeah.
That's pretty straightforward, except that top part's kind of gross.
Yeah.
It's like he hurts himself if he takes damage.
What?
He hurts himself, look.
After
If you
this
have-
card is
Oh,
played,
gained health.
you gain, yeah.
Yeah, oh, okay, never mind, sorry. I thought it's like if you lost health, you get that, like the
No.
minus that. Gained health.
If you have gained health this turn.
-1 difficulty.
So there must be something in the... I don't know if we've seen anything that gains health yet, but I'm sure there will be. Keep going.
We have 3 reconstructed record. It's a hand.
That's a big giant hand.
It's a
coming out,
big
yeah.
giant hand.
From a beak dude.
Yup.
5 damage, 4 high. 2 low block. While this card is in your card pool, your rival must flip 1 foundation as an additional cost to play keyword abilities. Oh my god, that's instantaneous. That is crazy.
So if they want to use anything that
Any
says like stun
Stun
or breaker or whatever, they
breaker,
have
even
to pay.
deadlock, right? Like deadlock enhances would be affected by that.
That's nasty.
That is very nasty. Well, this card's in your... And it has to be in your card pool, so you're using it as an attack. They have to flip a foundation if they want to use any additional.
Enhance. Discard one card. You may play one face down card from your stage face up as your next form.
Nice. Which again goes with the playing something outside of your hand, right? So basically, you're going to be wanting to operate on minimal hand size, getting as much down as you possibly can, maybe hanging on to one or two attacks or something to use as a blocker, right?
Yeah.
If you need it, but being able to play everything right straight out of your stage.
This one's a little funny. Slap Mr. Compress.
Slap Mr. Compress.
We're smacking another villain.
Okay. Is he a hero?
No, he's a villain.
He's Overhaul's a villain?
Overhaul's a villain?
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. And he's smacking another
And
villain?
he's smacking another villain.
Okay, we haven't gotten that far yet.
No,
Anyway.
we have not seen him yet. But I think we will soon, though. I think Kenny was saying, yeah.
4 mid speed, 4 damage.
Sorry?
Shiai Hasakai.
Is that his name?
Is that his actual name?
He is the young head of the Shiai Hasakai,
Ah.
which is basically the MHA equivalent of the Yakuza.
Of the what?
Yeah.
Big mob in Japan.
Oh, okay. Big group.
Powerful 2 and Slam. The Powerful 2 enhance, discard one or more momentum. This attack gets +2 damage for each momentum used to pay the cost of this ability. Response. After you play this card from anywhere other than your hand, discard one rival momentum. I'm tired
Nice.
of reading that line. This is so
Yeah,
funny.
right?
Enhance, lose 1 health. Destroy 1 face down card. Wait,
One face down,
rival
foundation.
There we go.
Yeah, so it's doing a lot of effects towards getting rid of your rivals' foundations or messing with them. Again, the whole not playing from your hand.
Yeah.
We're going to see that theme, I think, throughout this entire deck.
Stalagmite Piercer.
3 low speed, 5 damage.
Breaker 1 in range.
Enhance. If this attack is completely blocked by a non-attack card, your rival still loses 2 health. Not bad. If an attack has been played from anywhere outside, okay, the hand is started gets +2 speed. Okay.
Breaker response. After you block with this card, your rival's next check to play card
Oh, so
gets
I was
-1.
wrong. Breaker wasn't speed; it's based on the checks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, this is our last attack, and then we get into foundations. Tremor Eruption.
Tremor Eruption.
Low 2, 6.
6 damage. That's
Damage.
high. It's got a decent amount of damage.
got-
EX2.
And Slam.
Yeah, I bet you EX2.
Discard one or more
is the speed.
momentum.
It's
Yeah.
EX is the speed. Okay, we got it.
EX2 enhance. Discard 1 or more momentum. This attack
Yep.
gets +2 speed for each momentum used to pay the cost of this ability.
Excuse me. Response. After this card is played from anywhere other than your hand, flip 1 rival foundation. If this attack is blocked, your rival commits 1 foundation. So it's very similar, messing with your opponent's foundations, just like the last one we took a look at.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. Foundations.
Yeah. Those are some cool artworks,
Yes.
especially on like the big hand. Converting captured pieces.
Pieces.
Piece
take
of
it.
something, yeah.
Enhance. Commit. This attack gets +1 damage for each of your face down foundations. Maximum of 3. Which again, you're playing a lot of foundations are already face down. And then once per turn, discard 1 momentum. If you have more face down foundations than your rival, you get to draw a card. So it's a
Yay.
draw foundation. Nice.
We have 4 cooperation offer.
Operation.
Enhance, flip. Return this attack to its printed zone. This attack gets -3 speed. Oh. Oh, so that would be good against him because
Yeah.
he switches the
He
zones.
does switches it
Yeah.
around, and then you can put it back to to where it was, and then give it -3 speed
Yeah.
on top of it. Enhance, commit. If this attack was played from anywhere outside your hand, it gets +2 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, these are pretty self-explanatory. We haven't had a hard time understanding any of these yet. That's good.
Well, just the one. So
Yeah,
far.
well, yeah, just the one.
Experimenting on
Oh,
quirks.
the other one we had 2. Yeah, experimenting on quirks.
Commit. If you have 3 or more face-down foundations, your attack gets +2 speed. Nice. First enhance, so it has to be the first enhance played. Lose 1 health, and if this attack deals no damage, you get to gain 2 health.
First enhance only playable as your first enhance during the enhance step.
Just say that.
Well, I read it.
Okay.
I wanted to read something.
Reading lots. Go.
I know.
Next one.
Okay.
Makes
Yeah.
sense?
3, Hand of Confession.
Hand of Confession.
It's an ally.
Oh. Okay, go.
When you build this card during the combat phase, build it committed. Oh. Enhance. Add this card to your card pool. Build one. Add this card to your card pool.
Mm-hmm.
Build 1 card from your card pool, face down, committed. Okay. Deadlock response. Card pool. Flip. After your rival plays a card, they reveal their hand.
Oh, you get to see what your opponent is playing with. Which makes sense. But you have to have the deadlock on that.
Yep.
Add this card to your card pool. Build 1 card from your card pool, face down, committed. So yeah, you're switching out within your card pool.
Mm-hmm.
Which in turn would eventually make your progressive checks a lot lower. So.
Mm-hmm. A loving father.
Whose father is he?
Yeah, he's a dad.
Not really, no. He's a kidnapper.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, then we're not... Okay. Response! Destroy 1 face-down foundation after an attack is played. It gets +1 or -1 speed. Okay.
Enhance your attack. Remove. If the top card of your discard pile is a copy of this attack, add it to your hand.
Nice.
Oh, so you have to enhance on your attack, and
Mhm.
then you remove it, like that. And then if the top card of your discard pile is the same as that attack,
Yep.
you add it to your hand.
Right.
Nice. We have 4. Reconstruction.
Reconstruction, so he's rebuilding himself. Remove. Build the top card of your discard pile face down.
And then
Goes with the deck.
Yeah. And the overhaul response, after you play an attack from anywhere other than your hand, it gets +1 speed.
Yeah, obviously works with him. We're seeing that.
Yep. We have 4 serum bullets. It's a tech and a weapon.
Oh, you want me to do it? After you play this card, your rival commits 1 foundation. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah. And the last one, taking the gloves off. Enhance. Flip.
Just snap it.
What?
Snap it.
Yeah, yeah. Enhance. Flip. Flip 1 committed rival foundation. Deadlock enhance. Flip. Destroy 1 rival foundation.
So you're committing and you're messing up your rival's foundations again.
Mm-hmm.
So which a lot of that in this this deck as well. So yeah. Outside of the few that we came across, this one here once again.
And the other 2, yeah. Pretty solid decks. I mean.
They seem. Once we get a bit better understanding on a couple of the cards in each deck, yeah.
The Mirio one would definitely be a lot more easy to use.
To use over this one. I think
Other
this
than
one's
that,
got a little bit
yeah.
more complication to it.
Just the whole, like, you can't play things from your hand or else they won't work. It's like you gotta figure out how to not play it from your hand.
Yeah. So there you have it. There's the 2 new, so what they are now calling the Clash decks for My Hero, Overhaul, and Tagada. Yeah, try them out, or let us know if you've already played with them or whatnot. Let us know your thoughts and feelings on these. I know a lot of players like to more or less, tear them apart, reconstruct them kind of thing.
Mhm.
As a whole, on their own, I think they're both looking pretty good to start with. I haven't actually had the chance to play them yet, so we're gonna get a chance to try that out hopefully this week and whatnot. So looking forward to it. I definitely
Yeah.
want to try the million guy.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, me too.
See how the zone switching works out.
You really got to remember that, though, right?
Yeah, I think. Well, I think you'd be able to keep track of it, especially if you have those dice from the bundles, right?
Oh, yeah.
The League
Yeah,
of
the cool
Villains
dice.
and whatnot. So, which brings us to the next section. I am here. My Hero JC card of the week. So this week we have Decoy Duplicate.
Oh, it's
It's Dobby.
That part.
Yeah, there's
We've
good old
seen
Dobby
this.
on there. So, Decoy Duplicate. Enhance, remove. It's a foundation. Enhance, remove, discard 1 momentum, discard this rival attack from the card pool. Your rival may draw 1 card. So what's JC have to say about this?
Ever worried about your opponent throwing one powerful attack at you?
All the time.
Ever worried you may
All
not
the
be
time.
able to...
Kenny's sitting, he's got the fist ready to go. I'm sitting here worried.
Ever worried you may not be able to block it? Well, there is a solution to this problem, and it comes from the foundation. And it comes from the and it comes in the form of the foundation Decoy Duplicate. Decoy Duplicate is a very powerful enhance ability that by removing itself from the game and discarding a single momentum to remove this rival's attack from the card pool, and then your rival may draw a card. This is great to hold those big attacks at bay from your opponent, or to find a way to deal with this foundation by flipping it, destroying it, or committing it to push through an attack that they want to deal damage with. If they can't do any of that, they may lose that attack, or be forced to play out another attack card in hopes that you will use your decoy duplicate. Make sure to try a copy out in your deck next time, especially when you know you may not be in a position to block, or whatever reason. There is nothing like making your problems just go away.
Just go away, exactly, yeah. It's a pretty decent card. I haven't actually, I think we have one deck that we had built that's running it right now. I know my son Cam was pointing that out when I was bringing this card out. Yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, so there you go. There you have it. Decoy Duplicate is our My Hero JC card of the week. So
yeah, we've seen that scene already.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
was twice his ability, right? Oh my god.
Joe JC's. He's
I
with
know,
us. He's right
yeah.
there. Yeah, see him there,
Floating around.
floating around.
Oh, there
Hey, there's JC. So yeah. So you definitely look forward. Be sure to tune in this Thursday. We're going to be doing some box opening for Undaunted Raid. That's already been released for MHA. Really, really looking forward to that. Anything else you wanted to add today?
I don't think so.
Don't think so? Kenny? You all good to go?
Though that was twice his quirk, right?
But thank you for hopping into the hot seat there for a few minutes. I want to give a huge mad shout out. So yesterday my wife and I went to Crew Fest here in Brantford, and we had the chance to check out a brand new band. Well, they've been around for a while, but it was my first time experiencing them and learning about them. Called Sumo Psycho out of Hamilton, Ontario. Be sure to check them out. I really, really liked it. Supported their merch. Got myself a t-shirt, bought their albums, got the albums all signed in that. It was a really, really super awesome experience. I really enjoyed their music, so be sure to check out and support local artists all the time.
We're listening to some of them this morning.
Some of
They're
them this morning,
actually
they're really, really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed their music. So especially, it's a little bit on the harder side for some people. I mean, but not like super, super heavy. but she's got a lot really good range in her sound and whatnot. But I was really impressed with them, and that's something that gets to me right off the bat, like instinct, right, kind of thing, and you just kind of go with it. So be sure to support. Remember, respect everybody, love one another, be safe, be kind, and whatnot. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. We really, really appreciate all the support that you give us, and be sure to tune in on Thursday. So thank you very much to Kenny behind the scene, giving us a thumbs up already. And we will see you next Thursday, right? Or sorry, this upcoming Thursday. For sure.
Yeah, this Thursday.
Yeah. We don't want to leave it 2 weeks again.
No, we do not.
For sure. Okay.
Exactly.
So for one side of the coin, Steveo the Gamer.
Mack-Attack.
And we will see you next time. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. What?